So you just want your feet like hip width apart, just wherever they naturally fall, and you can find your balance here. Let's face the front of whatever mat you're on, and start with the deep breath in, bend your knees and reach for the sky. On the inhale, exhale, fold and lower. Press your hands into the floor and step back the right foot and then the left. From here, I'm gonna press the hips up and back into down dog. And just pedal out the feet. Oh, my earrings. Man. Okay, inhale, reach the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, lower, press it into the ground. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So inhale, reach the left leg high, point the toe. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring the right knee up into the chest and up between the hands. So now you're in a low lunge. You can lower the left knee down, and on an inhale, gently rise up. Feel the opening in the hip here. We're gonna reach for the sky with an inhale, hands come above the head, and they clasp above the head. And so they go into like a gun, like you're shooting a gun. Open the chest here and squeeze the shoulder blades behind the back. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale, paint the hands down. Frame the foot. And you're going to tuck the left toes and send the right foot up into the sky. On an exhale, lower the right foot down to the ground. And then tiptoe towards the top of the mat. And from here, walk the legs out to outside of your hips. So the right foot comes out a foot to the right, and the left foot comes out a foot to the left. And then lower the chest, neck, shoulders, head, all the way down in. Send your gaze to the wall behind you. You can lock your arms together here. And you can sway side to side, whatever feels best. You can pedal the feet out and close your eyes. Just gonna let the back release here. And when you're ready, begin to bend the knees and gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, rising up, bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears, and then exhale, let them fall down your back. And send the chest high to the sky. And then walk your feet back under you and begin pedaling up the feet. So we're back where we began. I don't remember what side we went on. So we're gonna do the opposite side this time, whatever that is. So from here, inhale, reach for the sky, bend the knees, get tall. Exhale, lower the hands back down, all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back, and make your body into the number 7. And then exhale, release the head down to the feet. Plant the hands, and step your foot back, right foot, and then the left into a plank. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders for plank. Press into the knuckle of your index finger and use that to push away from the floor as you send your hips up and back into down dog. Send your chest towards your knees. You can bend deeply in the knees here and then extend the legs to get more room. From here, we're gonna send the left leg to the sky. And then exhale, bring it all the way up in between the palms. From here, we're gonna drop the right knee. Inhale, reach up and sit back up. Feel the stretch in your front right hip crease. You can lean back if you want. We'll start here by making the same grip as we began with into a gun posture, sending the gun up and above your head and back. So open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades behind the back, and feel your upper body expand. One more deep breath here. And exhale, take the hands all the way down to frame the foot. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, same place they were in plank, for the same place for down dog. Tuck the back toes into the ground, peel the right knee off the mat, and send the left foot back up into the sky behind you. On the exhale, bring the left foot down, pedal out a bit, and gently tiptoe the feet to meet the hands. So you can do some wrist circles here. Keep your head low and walk your feet out one foot to either side. So it just makes more space between your feet to wherever you're comfortable. We're going to build on the lower back opening that we did earlier. So drop the head, release the shoulders, and let your upper body get heavy and your lower body get strong. From here, plant the left hand into the floor and begin to peel open towards the right side of the room. Reach for the sky until the shoulder blades can kiss behind the back again. And you can wrap your right hand around your lower back if that's more comfortable. Whatever keeps your hips in alignment. So you have a triangle between your feet and your hips. And your hips don't fall too far to the right or the left, but they stay at a point on top. Keep your head low. And on your next exhale, reach a little higher and then gently place your right hand back down on the ground. You're gonna do the same thing on the left side. Plant the right palm in the center of your triangle and begin to peel open towards the left side of the room. Let the head be heavy. Press away from your mat with your right hand. You can wrap your left hand around your back if you like. Helps to kind of peel open the shoulder. Loosen up the neck here, so just find what feels good. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Squeeze the shoulder blades together one last time, and on an exhale, release all the way back down towards the ground. From here, both hands press firmly into the floor, or if you're not all the way on the floor, maybe you're on your knees. Regardless, you're going to turn your both toes out to the outsides of the room. And then we're going to drop our hips low. And you can walk your feet in if you need to. And find a comfortable way to get to a squat. Ugh. And send your weight to either side. See if you can get comfortable here. For a lot of people, this is already screaming. I definitely feel, the vibes in my hips already. So just see what you can do with that energy. Maybe open up the chest towards the right a little. Open up the chest towards the left. Make space and movement right where your hip is connected to your thigh bone. We're just rubbing that out. And you can press away on your knees and really get in. And whenever you've had enough of that, you can bring your butt all the way to the floor and send the legs out long in front of you. We're gonna do some abs today. So send the legs out long in front of you and then lower gently all the way onto your back. From here, plant the feet into the floor, tuck the tailbone and begin to slowly peel the butt, then lower back, then middle back up off the mat. Send your hips, press the hips up towards the ceiling. You can press firmly into the ground with both hands. And scoot your shoulder blades underneath behind your back to kiss. Then exhale, gently lower the hips back down. Tuck the tailbone and peel the toes up off the mat. So the toes are just like maybe 6 inches off the mat and the knees are bent. Take your hands, open palm towards the sky. Gently lift those off the mat too. And then peel the head, neck, shoulders off the mat. Just as far as you can go. And we're gonna do some bicycles, not a lot. So exhale, kick out with one foot. Inhale, kick in with another one. Exhale, kick. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale at your own pace. You can do them fast if you want. It just makes more heat. If you're having more of a restorative practice, you can do them real slow. Just a little bit longer. And when you've had enough, roll all the way up into a ball. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring the head to meet the knees. And exhale, release everything back down to the mat. From here, you're gonna stick the right leg, oh, that's my left leg, right leg all the way up to the sky. So your body's in L. Bend the right knee. Take your left hand and gently pull it all the way over to the left side of you. Keep the right shoulder on the mat. Feel the chest open. Feel where the twisting is happening. Take a deep breath. Exhale, gently fall more towards the left. Just getting a little bit deeper into the posture with each breath. So you don't have to jump into anything. It's more about feel. So just over as far as it's comfortable. If something's pinching or hurting, then reel it in a bit. Release here. Sending deep breaths into the lower back. And really identify your spine, what you feel around it, twisting. So the twist happens at your core. What part of your body do you feel on the floor? What part do you feel pulling away from the mat? Just become aware. On your next inhale, bring the right knee back up into the chest. Pull it to the right and the left a little, just circle around, do some hip circles. You can do big circles, you can do little ones. If you do it one way, do it the other way. Then we're gonna take this right knee out to the right side and let it fall wherever it wants. The knee doesn't come all the way to the floor, that's just fine. Place your hand on it if you want for a little bit of weight. And just do your best to keep your left hip on the ground. You can also place your left hand on your left hip, and that'll help to stabilize you as you try to isolate the right hip muscle. And when you've had enough there, you can gently pull the right knee back up into your chest and kick to extend the leg out long. So from here, we're gonna go back up into bridge. So plant the feet, bend the knees, and begin to gently peel one vertebrae up at a time, the hips towards the sky. Tuck your tailbone as much as possible and squeeze your buttocks. Really pressing firmly into the mat with the feet, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And on the exhale, gently lower back down with control. And then send the legs out long. Gonna do the same thing on the left side. Inhale, raise the left leg to the sky. You can do some ankle circles. Listen to what your ankles tell you. I have a lot to say. And then bend the knee. And we're going to gently pull the left knee all the way to the right side of us, keeping the left shoulder on the mat. Feel the chest expand, feel the core twist, into itself. Try to check in with your lower back and keep the right leg long. You can point the right toes and see what that'll do. You can point the left toes and see what that'll do. Wherever you are, just try to find stillness and let gravity do most of the work. So release wherever the tension is. And let gravity control the posture. When you've had enough on this side, you can bring the left knee back up into the chest. We'll do some knee circles, big ones and little ones. And just whatever you do to the right, do to the left. So change the direction of your circle. And after that, we're going to bring the left knee gently out to the left side of us. You can place your left hand on your left knee and let it press into the ground a little bit more, weighted. Make sure your left foot is flexed. So the foot is flexed here, not pointed. And your ankle is on the floor. You can press the right hip into the mat to kind of isolate that stretch. Send your breath all the way to the lowest part of your belly. So into the pelvis. And make that part of your belly expand as much as you can on the inhale, and then exhale, empty out, beginning at the bottom of your belly as well. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just here for a little longer. And then you can bring that left knee all the way back into your chest. If you have any last requests, we can do those. I'm just going to lead us into child's pose from here. If you want to take more time and do some happy baby, you can. This is happy baby. Bringing the toes into the hands and feeling the lower back on the floor. Really try to lower that tailbone all the way so it can be flat on the mat. And then you can extend one leg and the other by kicking. Real happy baby. Whenever you've had enough, you can send the legs out long in front of you. The hands above you. Take a big stretch. And exhale, release the body all the way into the mat. Bring the palms to either side of your hips. And roll the back of the head onto the mat. On the left and then the right. Begin shutting down and try to do a full body scan and see what you feel like compared to how you felt when you arrived. Roll the head onto the back of the mat and release lots of tension in the scalp and the neck. Move the jaw around and loosen up the mandible. Gently tuck the shoulders underneath you and feel your chest fall open to either side. This is called Savasana. You're welcome to stay here as long as you want. This is all that I have planned for today. But thank you so much for practicing with me. Always like DM, comments, questions, requests, all that stuff. And let me know if you need help with any yoga questions that you have.